So now, the first ayah that I'm going to read from the booklet is Surah Al-Anfal and 841. Is that with you, right? وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّمَا غَنِمْتُم مِّن شَيْءٍ فَأَنَّ لِلَّهِ خُمُسَهُ وَلِلرَّسُولِ وَلِذِي الْقُرْبَى وَالْيَتَامَى وَالْمَسَاكِينِ وَابْنِ السَّبِيلِ إِن كُنتُمْ آمَنْتُمْ بِاللَّهِ وَمَا أَنزَلْنَا عَلَى عَبْدِنَا يَوْمَ الْفُرْقَانِ يَوْمَ الْتَقَى الْجَمْعَانِ وَاللَّهُ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. And know that surely whatever ghanim, profit you get from anything, if you believe in Allah, then surely 1/5 of it is for Allah and for Rasul, the messenger, and for Qurba, the relatives, and for Yatama, the orphans, and for Masakin, the needy, and for Ibn Sabil, the sons of the way. And whatever we reveal to our servant on the day of the division, the day when the two accumulations are met. And Allah has power over everything. In the first portion, this ayah I will discuss in two portions. The first portion I will discuss here, and then I will go to another surah and ayah, and then we'll come back and then discuss. The first of all, in the first half portion or the first part of the ayah discusses about the word ghanim. And I told you the meaning of the word ghanim is the Prophet. So the ayah says, وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّمَا غَنِمْتُمْ مِنْ شَيْءٍ فَأَنَّ لِلَّهِ خُمُسَهُ وَلِلرَّسُولِ. So then there are the categories. First of all, we have to understand that Allah said and know that surely whatever the ghanim profit from anything, if you believe in Allah, and if you believe in Allah, then surely 1/5 is for Allah and the categories. Now what is happening is, this portion that I am reading to you, people have related this verse in relation with war. This word ghanim here, it is mentioned that know for sure that whatever the profit that comes from anything, min shay'in, ghanimtum min shay'in. Min shay'in means from anything. The profit you get from anything, then 1/5 is for Allah and the Messenger and the categories. But people in our minds, from the historical evidence, they are trying to say that this is related for wars. In relation to war, they say mal ghanimat, the loot or the booty. So I would like to first discuss verses from the Bible, and that you have to come to the first page. Now this is the belief of a Jews and the Christian. According to the Good News Bible, the Jews and the Christian faith. Deuteronomy 20:10-15. The first page. The previous page. Deuteronomy 20:10-15 verses I'm going to read, and then you'll see why I'm reading and what is the relation to our topic of today. You see, the Jews and the Christians are trained. They are trained to loot or to take booty. How? They are asked to, in this Deuteronomy 20:10-18, when you go to attack a city, first give its people a chance to surrender. This is the context of the people. For the Jews and the Christians, they are asked, when you want to attack any city, ask these people to surrender to you. This is the belief of the Jews and the Christian. Before attacking, ask for peace and surrender. If they open the gates and surrender, they are all to become your slaves and do forced labor for you. If all the other people, the Muslims and the Hindus and the Buddhists and the atheists and the agnostics and all these people, if they open the gates to surrender, then you force them a labor as slaves. They make you slaves. But if the people of the city will not surrender, but choose to fight, surround it with your army. If they do not surrender, the other Jews and other than the Jews and the Christians, if they do not surrender, then what you do? You surround them with your army. Surround them. And then when your Lord, I'm reading in continuation, then when the Lord your God lets you capture the city, kill every man in it. That means they didn't want you to surrender, you surround with your army, and by the force of your army power, you kill every man. You may, however, take for yourselves the women and the children and the livestock and everything that belongs to your enemies, that Lord has given it to you, mal ghanimat, booty, loot. That has been given to you. That I am reading not the Quran, the Bible. And this is how the Jews and the Christians are waging wars all over the world. They have been spreading Christianity. They have been spreading this Christianity and Judaism by following these verses. They have been spreading their religion by the sword, by the army power, and still today they are doing so. They did it. And that is the loot. You may, however, take for yourself the women, the children, the livestock, booty, the loot, and everything that belongs to your enemies. The Lord has given it to you. That is how you are to deal with those cities that are far away from the land you will settle in. Meaning all over the world. Wage wars. First ask them that you surrender. If they surrender, then make them slaves. If they don't surrender, then wage war against them, kill every man, and take their belongings, the booty, and loot them. This religion, Christianity, has been spread by the sword, by the wars all over the world. They are doing it. And they are lootifying their booty and taking all the belongings because they are following their verses of the Bible. This is the training of the Bible, the Christians and the Jews' faith. Now, if you read this in context, then the people reading in this ayat, these new reverted Jews and the Christian brought this loot here, the ghanim. In the Christian and Jews, the word ghanim, because the Jews and the Christian Arabs, they speak Arabic language, the Jews and the Christian. So if you read these verses that I read to you from the Bible in Arabic, they will say ghanim, the loot, the booty. It is the booty and the loot for them, for the Jews and the Christian. They wage war against the cities, they conquer the cities, and then they loot and booty the belongings of their city. But for here in the ayah in Arabic pure, it means profit. It doesn't mean loot or booty. It says, وَعَلَمُوا أَنَّمَا غَنِمْتُم مِّن شَيْءٍ فأن لله خمسه وللرسول ولذي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وابن السبيل إن كنتم آمنتم بالله. And know that surely whatever ghanim profit you get from anything, if you believe in Allah, then surely 1/5 of its sadaqah, charity is for Allah, and for Rasul, the messenger, and for Qurba, the relatives, and for Yatama, the orphans, and for the Masakin, the needy, and for Ibn Sabil, the son of the way. Now in this ayah, I just want to clarify the word ghanim is not loot, it's not booty. For the Arabic Jews and the Christians, they also speak Arabic language. They translate here booty because this is the concept of the Bible have this concept. Make wars and capture them and lootify them. Take the booty. But here it means ghanim, profit from anything. It says ghanimtum, your profit, min shay'in, from anything. From anything, when you have a profit, you have to share it with the categories. Now, as I told you, we will discuss these in parts. If you count the number of the categories, you will see these are 6 categories. Allah and the Messenger, 2. For the qurba, the relatives, 3. For the yatama, the orphans, 5. The masakin, the needy who are reduced to poverty, and 6 is Ibn Sabil, the sons of the way. The 6 categories are mentioned to whom the profit have to be distributed. Among the categories is for Allah said this profit is for these people, this for Allah and the Messenger and all these categories. Now, why I will say I will go further and then we will come back and discuss the other portion.